Good morning. We are at Perfect Day at CocoCay today, and we are so excited. We have the Hideaway Beach reserved, which is their adults-only area. You've got a live DJ. You've got an infinity pool looking over at this beautiful lagoon, so we're going to show you guys that. And then tonight we have the Royal Railway, which is the new dining experience that's only on Utopia of the Sea. So we're going to also be bringing that to you as well. But today is gorgeous. We are so excited. I think we've got Independence docked next to us. It's hard to see. It's either Independence or Freedom, but we are just so excited to get off the ship and enjoy this beautiful day. So let's see what today brings. We have some mail today. Let's see what it says. It says the Caribbean Union Telegraph Company Incorporated received at Utopia of the Seas. The Royal Railway cordially invites you to Utopia Station for your 6 p.m. departure on the Wild West train. Pretty cool. I think these are our tickets. So you just kind of bring these here. You bring these tickets, which look like this, down to the station, and then you are able to board. So pretty cool there.
We weren't in too big of a rush, so we took some time to just enjoy our coffee in the room, get our beach bag packed, get dressed, and then it was time to head towards Perfect Day at CocoCay. Here we go.
Dang, look at how big that ship is. It's incredible. It's not even the largest ship, right? It's the second largest ship in the world. Look at how big that thing is next to me. I've actually never seen, I don't think I've ever seen the balloon up in the air. Up and away. It rarely actually goes up, so pretty cool to see it today. Last time I was here, I had to get in one of these things. Thank God I do not need to use one of those today.
Welcome to Hideaway Beach at Perfect Day at CocoCay. This is Royal Caribbean's new adults-only beach club. Let's show you what it's all about.
Got our spots for the day. This is perfect. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So last time I was here, I wasn't able to actually get in the water because I couldn't walk. So this is amazing, being able to walk into this lagoon. Oh, and it feels so good.
So we found a spot near the pool and the beach, and honestly, we just kind of relaxed here for a bit, and then it was time to grab some lunch. We got my wife's favorite Greek salad. We got some crispy chicken sandwiches, and then it was time to get our first drink of the day, which for me was the Moscow Mule.
So we are at Hideaway Beach at CocoCay. It is absolutely beautiful. Up here on the right side is the On the Rocks, which is a bar with some live music. There's shuffleboard games, all of that. And then obviously you've got the lagoon. We're gonna give you a little tour. We're gonna walk around and show you what this place is all about. Obviously you've got all the great food, like the Snack Shack sandwich. You've got fries and mozzarella sticks. And Scotty, my wife, she really loves the Greek salad, so we got one of those earlier. But great food. This place is awesome. Let me show you a little bit about what Hideaway Beach is all about. So full disclosure, right, if you come to CocoCay, it's a massive island. You can have a great day here without paying a single penny on top of your cruise fare, right? So walk off the ship, they've got free trams to take you all around the island. Food everywhere for free. You got all your normal juices and waters and stuff for free. If you want to use the drink package, that also works on the island. But this is an additional charge to the cruise fare. So getting in here, you're really paying, I think, because it's adults only. And it's just a little bit more, it's not like they're really trying to make this place fancy, but it is a little bit of a step up. A lot of different food options. They've got empanadas, they've got pizzas that they make fresh over here. But, you can have a great day at CocoCay without paying extra. I'm gonna put the price below just so you know how much this costs per person for the day. So you have your normal snack shacks. Again, these are all over the ship. You've got Hideaway burgers, you have chicken sandwiches, you have some amazing options that you can order from here. The chicken sandwich is super good. They've got a lot of things here you can order for free. There's bars everywhere, so here's another bar. What's really nice is that you can pretty much grab a drink whenever you want. There's not a line. On other parts of the island, there could be a line, which can be a little bit frustrating. But yeah, when you're here, there's bars everywhere, and typically the service is super, super fast, which is nice. So this is the party spot right here. I've actually never really hung out over here, but there's additional seating that you can have underneath the shade. This is a massive cover. You got a bar up here, and then you've got a bar down on the other side by the pool, which is really great as well. The pool is definitely going to be where the party is, right? So the pool is going to have, you know, the air cannons. They actually have champagne guns, which are really fun. They spray champagne in your mouth, which we really liked. They got these blow up balls that they, you know, everyone's hitting around the pool, which is really fun. This is kind of the more low-key side where you've got the cabanas. So these are quite pricey, but it does come with a private kind of pool, plunge pool that you have access to. And then I've never really sat on this side because it just is a little bit further from the entrance, but you've got the lagoon, and the lagoon goes all the way around the island and is absolutely beautiful. I will say that I've noticed that the music used to be a bit louder on the beach, and I think that due to feedback from customers, they've definitely lowered the volume of the music just around the island besides the pool. The pool is still loud, still very fun and exciting, but the music around the lagoon has definitely died down a bit. Here you've got some tables. You've got a bunch of things just to lay out, hammocks in the water. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Totally worth, I would say, about $35 to $40 a day. I would probably not pay more than like $80 a day though, and I've seen prices like that, especially on the larger ships. But I would just totally, if you're looking to not have kids all around you, you know, splashing, kicking in the pools, this is a really nice option. So who is Hideaway Beach perfect for? It's really for adults that don't have kids, people that are not traveling with their families, that do want a beautiful day at the beach, maybe splurge a little bit extra and get some additional amenities like the pool or this beautiful lagoon.
After touring around Hideaway Beach, it was time to relax and kick the feet up a bit, so I ordered a drink at the chair, enjoyed the view, and then it was time to jump into the fun at the pool party. We had an absolute blast at Hideaway Beach. It's never a good time having to leave CocoCay, but we were ready to get back on the ship, maybe grab a quick bite at Playmakers, and then get our stuff packed up and ready because we had a big night ahead with the Royal Railway and everything else to experience on our last night on board Utopia of the Seas.
It was a perfect day, honestly. Look at the smokestack on Independence compared to Utopia. That's the LNG fuel that they're doing, but it's pretty cool. Almost feels like you're like in New York or like in a big city with the like two buildings right beside you or something.
Even all the art is themed for Utopia Station, which is awesome.
Off to get some nachos at Playmakers.
So Playmakers is not an included venue on board Royal Caribbean, but it is a great spot for lunch. We had the unlimited dining package, and they give you a allowance per person that you could spend here. And honestly, it's a ton of food, and the quality is super good.
What's up? We are back in the room, just kind of regrouping before the evening activities. Quick review of Hideaway. It was perfect. The food was amazing. It was definitely quieter than it's been in the past. I think I went on a bachelor party earlier this year and everyone was like, it's very, very loud. Even for us as, you know, bachelor party guys trying to go out and party, it was a bit much even by the pool. And I can tell this time they turned it down a little bit. So totally much better. I think there's been a lot of feedback on that to Royal Caribbean and they addressed it. By the beach, a little bit quieter. If you want to party and dance and be in the water with the air cannons, and they had the champagne kind of gun. My mom and I did that, which was really fun. But if you want that vibe, you can get it If you don't want that vibe, you can still get it by the lagoon. We went over to Playmakers, grabbed some food. We got nachos, fries, and some wings and some beer, which was great. Always love a good Playmakers kind of snack lunch, whatever, late lunch, just to fill up a little bit because we were pretty hungry after the day. And in a few hours, we've got the Royal Railway dining experience, which is going to be awesome. Really, really looking forward to that. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get into between now and then, but definitely looking forward to that and bringing, just our opinions on what we think. Is it worth it? We have the dining package, so we still had to pay, I believe, $50 per person for that dining experience on top of the dining package. So we will let you know if we think it's worth it. I'm hesitant because she is particular about food, so I'm nervous about the food part of it. I think the experience and the theming and all of that is going to be great, but definitely not sure how, based on the reviews that I've seen, the actual food is going to be. So stay tuned for that one. And just like that, see you later, Independence of the Seas. Such a great ship too. If you are, again, looking for a quick getaway, this is a perfect ship for the family. I love where they've got the Playmakers on this ship. She is just beautiful. Look at that view in the background now. Started with some drinks. We are at the table. Cheers. Pretty awesome.
This is an apple pie moonshine.
Super good. So you got barbecue ribs, short ribs, trout, lobster salad. Some pretty awesome options. I feel like I've got to try the empanadas.
Have your tickets, please. Hey, who are you? Ken, turn it to the right. Yeah, turn it to the right. All right.
Lobster salad, beef short ribs. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. See, I know all about that little plan of yours. Ooh.
All right, so we're back in the room. We had the dinner on the train, which was awesome. We're going to break that down, but then we went into the casino, and now we're back here getting ready to go out. There's a lot of shows and stuff around the ship, so we're going to enjoy those tonight. But Mom, what did you think about the Royal Railway?
I thought it was awesome.
It was
very fun. Food was actually very good.
I heard mixed things about the food, and
I did as well.
Thought the beans were like awesome. I mean, everything was super good.
The concept, I think, is pretty brilliant.
Yeah. The actors, like we were talking about that, they're definitely like paid actors. Like that's what they do. They got into character, and it was like almost kind of scary. You're like, oh my gosh.
Plus, I got a feel for like everybody there, that they were really enjoying it. Everybody was engaged and enjoying the.
Like there were only like 4 kids in our car, so if you're thinking like, oh, it's not for adults, it's totally for anyone. I mean,
absolutely, and there are 2 cars, so there's how many tables would you say?
There's probably like 25 to 30 people that can fit in one car, so not a big, and everything's timed. So that's the only thing I would think about is like, yes, you do. There's like meals are coming out all together, which is kind of cool, but that may add some complexity to the meal if you're like wanting something like in a different time. Like you may have to wait a little bit for your servers to come back, and usually it's only like a few minutes. Probably came like every 5 minutes they would do it.
Very, very good service. Again, it was not silly or hokey. It was legitimate acting,
and the train like actually moves and it shakes. It doesn't actually leave the station.
Yeah, it doesn't really move. I think it makes you feel like you're moving.
Yes, they have like speakers that like rumble, and it's like boom, 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 so you feel like you're moving. And then screens.
I feel like everybody had a great experience. Everybody was happy and pleased with the food, pleased with the entertainment, pleased with the service. I think it's a great addition as kind of a theme restaurant.
Yeah, and it's not cheap. I mean, so we have the dining package. So for us, it was $50 upcharge, which they just raised the price as of August. What is this? August 10th. They just raised the price. So if you are looking to book this, I believe now it's around $120 plus like the gratuity and taxes. So I think
if you don't have the
yes, and then if you do have the dining package, I think was $50 a person. So
Mhm.
I thought it was worth it because you can't get that on any other ship. So when you're here, it's like I really want to try it. Like we could have gone to Chops, could have done something different, but
it's neat to have something to talk about, and I think that they'll be able to have this evolve into different trips. You know, this
Yeah.
this in particular one was kind of like the Wild West.
Yep.
And I think that it's going to be interesting to see how maybe this little train trip will evolve. I also think it's going to be hard to get. I think that, you know,
Yeah.
our train was full.
Yes.
And so I feel like, you know, if you wanted to experience it, you want to give it a try. I think families or just even couples, you need to book it in advance.
Yep. So yeah, book it in advance. Whether or not you have the dining package or not, you can book it and then just let them know when you get on that you have the dining package and you booked it, and then they'll kind of refund you that piece. But yeah, overall, it was a great time. I would say if you don't get it before the cruise, like we didn't have it before the cruise, we went straight to the railway, and I was the first one in line. So I would recommend just getting on, going straight to the railway. I think they opened at 10:30,
Yeah,
and then they
and you
started.
were waiting there.
It was so fun, and the theming, they hand you like these really cool drinks when you get on board, and it's just all really well done.
I also like the fact that if you're celebrating something special, there's a neat way that they can tie that into your special occasion, whether it be a birthday or an anniversary. So not to give anything away, but it's a neat place to celebrate something fun.
Yeah, and they get the crowd involved. So it's not just like they're doing this show and it's like they actually pick you were picked as like one of the
I was
people.
a deputy.
Yeah, so pretty cool. They get to pick people in the crowd, and they get everyone involved, and they kind of talk back with you a little bit too. So
Yeah,
it's not like
very, very interactive with the crowd.
yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, I would definitely do it again. I'm going to do it again in the fall with Scotty just to see her thoughts on it. And then I hope that they come out, like you said, with some different themes. Because I think right now it's like the Wild West. They've talked about doing a different kind of more foodie one, and then Polar Express and maybe some bourbon tasting. So it's just so cool.
I actually thought they did a really nice job making you feel like you were actually in a train car.
Yeah.
And the decor was very, very well
like you
thought
looked
out.
around, you're like, oh, I'm not on a cruise ship. Like, and that's why I was like, I wonder what it would feel like if the ship was rocking. That might change the experience a little bit, because you really felt like you were on a train.
Right.
It was so it was crazy.
And again, we don't want to give too much away. So
yeah,
very, very much recommend it. Go give it a shot and see what you think.
Yep. Go see what you think. Highly recommend it if you are able to make it happen.
Yep.
Guys, what an awesome cruise this was. Tonight kind of got away from me a bit, I'm not going to lie. Just new to this vlogging thing. Really spent some time up in the Mason Jar Bar with Brian James and his trio, which was incredible. And then hung out back in the casino a bit. The casino on these 3-night cruises is just so much fun. It was jam-packed and people were doing well. So just really, really fun time down in the casino. And if you haven't been on Utopia or Wonder, you have to check out. You have to book it if you haven't been on the ship, and then you also need to check out the Mason Jar Bar. It is so much fun. Great country music. They're open until midnight. Just phenomenal. I unfortunately missed out on a couple of really good parties, but that just means that Scotty and I are gonna have to do those parties when we're back on this ship in a few months, and we are so excited to do that together. So I had to leave some things for us just to like experience as a couple, and that'll be like the toga party and the frat party and some of those other things. So yeah, really looking forward to doing that with her in the coming months. But thank you so much for following along on this journey. 3 nights on this beautiful, beautiful new ship. It's been a pleasure. Stay tuned, because we're going to be bringing a lot more content to this YouTube channel over the coming weeks. We cannot wait. Thank you again for watching. Make sure that you click the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And drop us a comment. When is your next cruise? And what do you want to see from this YouTube channel going forward? Thank you so much. Have a good one.